Hey HCG family, it's Miss HCG Girl here, and I'm going to make my version of Chunks chili. It's sort of a sweet and spicy ground meat concoction on the stove with some fresh tomato. First thing I want you to do is go get all these ingredients, and I'm going to have a list at the bottom of what you need if you're going to make this particular style. You can put your own twist on it. I definitely did after watching several vlogs of other people. You want to get you a good sized tomato, like probably an 8-ounce sized tomato. This is 7.6 ounces. I measured it. 8 to 10 ounces at the most. And core it, cut it. That's what you want to do. You also want to fry up some ground beef. I have ground chuck here, and I'll wash it off really good after I fry it, and I put it in the fridge. And then I measure out on my little scale here. I have a little postal scale, and I tear it out where you put your bowl on it, and I just measure out 3.5 ounces of ground beef, okay? And I'm going to do that right now. And it just takes a second. And that's what I like about frying it up ahead of time. It just takes a second. So this amount of ground beef you want, okay? All right. Now, you also want to go get you some seasonings. You're going to need cumin, parsley, cloves. Yes, I said cloves. Onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, Tony Chacheries, cinnamin. Oh, there it is. It's a Target brand. Cinnamon. Stevia, 2 little packets of stevia of some kind or your sweetener. And then what I do ahead of time is, especially on P2, I chop up an onion in very fine pieces and some garlic, right? And I put it in these little snack size bags, and it's a little more than 2 tablespoons. This is probably about 1/4 of a cup and of onion diced, and probably a few cloves of garlic. I like garlic. And so I put these in little snack bags in my refrigerator, and there's like 5 or 6 for 1 onion. So you really get to stretch an onion out. So right now, you can see over here with my mess, I'm going to chop up my tomato, okay? And I'm going to quickly do that. And I hope everybody's having a good day today on their P2 diet, P2 friendly diet. I like Chunks chili on a cold day, or a rainy day, which yesterday and today at my house it's been very, very, very rainy. Today is my last day of P2. You guys might have just saw my cat. I just came in from Sam's, and I have a lot of supplements on the counter because I need to redo my daughter's medicine and everything. So here you go. I just chopped up my tomato. Whoa! I got some on the thing. All right. All right. All right, so you just need a small pot, okay? I'm going to wipe that off a little more. See, this is live TV, you guys. This isn't like Food Network where they edit everything. All right, so now what we're going to do is, you see my pot on the stove here. I went and got, it's a, let's see, what does this one say? It's a 2-quart pot, okay? So we're going to turn the right rear burner on. We're going to put our onion mixture. Remember, I told you we have an onion mixture with the garlic in there. Got to get all that garlic out of there. I put it in there. It's very difficult to brown onions without oil, you guys. Unfortunately, on P2, you can't use oil unless you use coconut oil, and that's not even protocol, but my doctor said it would be okay to use. Since today's my last day of P2, I'm not going to use it because I don't want to risk gaining at all for the next 72 hours. I took my last shot this morning. So what I'm going to do is, since the burner is on like 8, I'm going to go ahead and put my ground beef in it, okay? And get yourself a good spoon that doesn't have holes in it. And then I go ahead and put that with the tomatoes, and I may try to brown it for like 5 minutes just to see if I can get any action out of it, out of the onions there. In the meantime, I have a tea kettle right here boiling water. I want to put some boiling water over this mixture here in a minute. And, but in the meantime, look at all the spices we're going to put. First, we're going to put, okay, I know I have garlic in it, but I'm putting more. I'm putting garlic powder. That's probably about a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. I'm putting some onion powder. You know, remember I showed you this? It's like the Walmart brand or something. But what I do is I buy this at Sam's Club. You can, or, you know, I'm sure you have a Costco. You can buy the big containers, and then you can refill these little ones. And as much as I cook, I use it a lot. I put 4 cloves in my chili, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. The only dangerous thing about cloves is you have to fish them out or be looking for them when you're eating your chili. I put about not even a half a teaspoon of the paprika. If you watch Chunk's video, he actually dumped a whole bottle of paprika, and he ended up on the bathroom, on the toilet all night. So I know that's not appetizing what I'm telling you right now, but paprika is sort of spicy, so it could get you really going, just so you know. So I probably put about not even a half a teaspoon in there. I'm a little generous with the cumin. I probably put a tablespoon of cumin, okay? 1 tablespoon, and this one is organic. I bought this locally somewhere, the Spice Hunter brand. Okay? And it smells amazing already. Then I put some cinnamon, and it's about a half a teaspoon of cinnamon in my chili. It depends on if you like that flavor or not. When I add the water is when I'm going to add the stevia here, the stevia. And see, it's starting to try to brown. The onions are, by mixing them all up like that. And what I was going to tell you too is, don't, in my opinion, you can do what you want, but I wouldn't use the Roma tomatoes. They tend to be not as sweet. They take longer to break down. And I tried it in some of my chilies, and I didn't like it as much. I go ahead and I get like local grown tomatoes, like these came from a county around here in Tennessee, and I just get those and use those. They work a lot better. I put about a tablespoon of parsley, you guys, and I just put it in the cap, and you can see the parsley. Dump it in there, and since the water's pretty much boiling, I'm going to go ahead and cover the chili. I want enough water in it. It's about 2 cups. Most people use 2 cups, but I add water as it's cooking down. So what I do, and I'll move this out of the way, is now I'm going to add my stevia to it. And I put 2 packets, okay? Because there's a lot of spices in here, and if you want to bring out the other flavors, you're going to need sweet and salty. And the last thing I do is a little bit of salt. I put maybe not even a half a teaspoon of salt and a little bit of pepper. And then in my bowl, when it's finished, I sprinkle me some Tony Chacheries. This stuff is awesome. But it's spicy, okay? So be warned. I told you. But anyway, that's what my version of chili, and I'm going to X out of this, and I'm going to add at the end of this video a picture of the done product. Love you guys. Oh, I forgot to tell you, you have to put the timer on 30 minutes on your stove, okay? 30 minutes you want to cook this for. at least 30 minutes so that the tomatoes break down, and so that, you know, your mixture is going to be more brownish, orangish, brownish, reddish. The mixture should be. Anyway, I'll be back to show you what it looks like at the end. Bye. Hey, HCG family. Here is the chili. It's done. And I'm going to show it to you as best as I can. It's steaming hot, as you can see, and I got my little Melba here. Can you check that out? Like, the tomatoes are still sort of they broke apart, but they're still, you can see them. And the garlic too, because you didn't use oil to break down the onions either. The onions are very translucent. And right now, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of Tony Chacheries in this for a little bit of kick. And anyway, that's my version. Oh, you haven't met my son. This is my son. And he's having a really bad day, so you guys can keep him in your prayers. Anyway.
I don't look like I'm having a bad day.
Well, he was. He had a psycho day, okay? But we all have those kind of days. So don't forget to drink your liquid. That's for Chunk, since this is named after his chili. And go eat you some chili. Have a great day. And if anybody needs questions about that, you have questions, you want to ask me about how to make it or anything specific that I left out, private message me. Also, there was one other thing. I told you about the 30 minutes. And there was something else I wanted to include. Oh, I don't leave the stove on a high setting for the 30 minutes. After it starts boiling, I turn it down to like number 5. And I leave it there for like 30 minutes. And I have left it there for longer, like 40 minutes, and I just add a little bit more water in it. But it's very yummy. You guys have a great peace out.